going to record. All right. Good evening, everyone. Here we are again. Happy July 3rd. I hope everybody's continuing to stay safe. Our presenter tonight is Kathy Vaccari, as you all know her. She does this the first Friday of every month. She gives her What's Up presentation to tell you what you can see up in the sky for that month. So, Kathy, go ahead and start your presentation.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. Oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh, oh. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, like a soul said. Then the loud sound it seemed to fade, came back like a slow voice on a wave of fate. That wasn't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Someone, so I picked on you. Oh, oh, hey, that's far out. So you heard him too. Oh, oh, switch on the TV. We may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If he can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in time. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
Okay, Kathy. Kathy, we're back to your first screen.
I'm having just trying to take my computer sound down, and it's not giving me anything when I click on the icon. So just give me a second because you guys aren't going to like the computer thing on. Well, isn't that something?
Did you?
All right. We might be able to just do it with the computer sound on. Do I sound all right, Mary?
You're a little bit of an echo. Now you
Echo again.
Okay, did you mute your computer audio?
I'm trying to do that. That's what I'm having problems with.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm giving weird. Yeah, I'm trying. It's just that the icon is not coming up. Let me see if I can minimize everything and make sure I can get the signal. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of ways I can.
Okay, you scrolled your cursor down to the bottom?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How about if you scroll it all the way to the top? Does that help?
Now I'm moving the phone away from me. Is that better?
No, actually, it's a little worse.
Worse. Okay. Hold on. There may be another way to get to my sound.
Did you try your microphone mute button on the left, lower left?
Oh no, that's been muted the whole time.
Okay. So yeah, leave that alone. Okay. So you don't have the more button at the bottom?
I'm sorry, the what?
M-O-R-E, more button. Nancy talks.
Try. Oh yeah, it might. Okay, that's better. Is that better, Mir?
When you mute the more button, when you clicked on more.
Right, I did that.
You muted the share audio. I mean, you mute the share audio.
I did. Is it?
Well, it's still an echo, but.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Let me do more again.
And
it didn't.
And did you mute the computer audio?
Again, it won't work. I am clicking on the speaker icon. It is not doing anything.
Hold on.
Let me
hold on. Let me
get to it some other way. Hold on just a second.
Mark Stabinsky raised his hand, so let me see what he wants to say.
Yeah, sure.
Mark, do you want to say something? I'm allowing you to talk. Mark Stabinsky? No.
Okay, maybe reduce the volume on her computer. Maybe she's getting it fed back to the phone.
Oh, you mean, yeah. Okay, I can probably do that. Yeah, okay. Very good. All right.
That's better.
How's that?
That's much better.
Good. Hey, thank you so much. I was going into my my computer settings, but the volume is right on the side. Okay, thanks, Mark. You saved the other batch of things. Now, I'm trying to open up. All right, I am screen sharing, and let me from current slide. Okay, are we back?
Yep. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, it never did that before, but of course. Yeah, I'm sharing these, the latest from Cliff, who's been doing a good bit of astrophotography. So, like all good astronomers, he notes here with Saturn, you can kind of see the North Pole hexagon And he has also shown us that the south is up because, again, this is something that a lot of us know. So this talk, I'm trying to get a little more involved in something other than basic information. But it's good to know because telescopes will show you an upside down image. And this is what you will see when you look at Saturn. But realistically speaking, if you could flip that, that's what you would see if you could see it with your bare eye. Or I guess binoculars will show the tilt differently. There's the hexagon. Most of us know about it. We talked about it last month. It's giving us information. The Cassini mission is giving us information on this as well as other things. And a lot of the data is still coming in. And here's a nice little visual. Nice mild jet stream there. Here shows most of the major moons. Again, like Jupiter, Saturn has a lot of moons. I'm intrigued. Many times you can get Titan up here. I don't know if my, there you go. Titan up there. All of the moons have fabulous qualities. But, since we're all talking about a new home one day within the solar system, that's some absolutely beautiful some pictures of, I'm getting thunder. Hopefully nothing will short out. Okay. And of course, we all know that given the density of the planet, it could float. All right. This was kind of cool. Halfway or mostly through June, Cliff gave us a trifecta, which was really, really kind of neat. He also has had some beautiful pictures of Jupiter, including a animated image that I couldn't get in here. But, if anyone wants it, I'm sure there's a way we can get it to you. But it was wonderful showing, as a lot of animations almost always do, the moons passing in front of it and then the shadows of the moons, which are, of course, the really dark spots. It reminded me that a few years ago, Helder also did, he said he got most of them, which was kind of neat. So in case he's here tonight, but I always try to show as much of the work of our other astrophotographers. Here's one from Cliff, and this is, just a week or two ago. And he very kindly gave us a little idea of the features that he was seeing. Keep it up, Cliff. And a lot of us know that this is just, a very short time after his knee surgery. So talk about how dedicated we are. He hobbled out and really has been doing work ever since. So good luck to him. He also got a Neptune, which is kind of cool. A lot of us, cannot get that unless we really, have good telescopes. I know I wouldn't be able to, but that's a nice shot. Also gets the color. All right, so where can we see these? Okay, we start before dawn, early in the day, and then go to nightfall. And Venus is up, and this is just before sunrise, but it's really going to spend some time in the constellation in the Pleiades and the Hyades for July. Here is a little bit of its journey from June to mid-July. That should be absolutely beautiful sight, I think. So for those of us who can get up early enough, I'm not sure how high it is before the sun rises, but that's worth checking out. Now for the evening, this is the month where we're really in a good position to see Jupiter and Saturn. They are, of course, both are reaching opposition this month, which is kind of unusual. but they're together in the same field for a lot of shots, telescope, binoculars, whatever. And there is Saturn, and also the beginning of July, it just shows the moon is joining in, and especially July 4th to July 5th, since we have a partial eclipse coming up. I will be talking about that later, but it would be a great thing to see because you're seeing it with two of our favorite planets. Here's just a little better image specifically of the two of those together. Mars is not viewable for a while after these other two planets rise, but it's coming. And as you can see, it's in Cetus. I mean, it's moving around. You can see moving into Pisces, but around most of July or all of July, it's in most of July. This is the border of Cetus, and that's where you'll find it. But it's easy to find because it's nice and bright and red. Neptune, for those of you who are Neptune chasers, it's so far away and it doesn't move that much. So actually, these things are all not parts of a month, but they're literally years. So for 2020, it's going to be here in Aquarius, just under the circlet of Pisces. All right, this is our sky for the summer. We talked a lot about the summer triangle. I'm going to refer to that a little bit with some facts that I have just become aware of. But I didn't want to forget, and we haven't done this over the past few months, these two zodiac constellations that are very, very low on the in the sky. The summer ecliptic, which, as you know, carries all of the zodiac constellations and therefore all the planets, it's really down low. But Scorpius here is a marvelous constellation, and also Sagittarius here. Here's Scorpius in two forms. This is the mythological scorpion that it represents. And you will see here featured Antares. It's sort of like, the antithesis to Aries, or Aries is the Greek god of war, and of course Mars is the Roman god of war. It's sort of rivaling Mars in its amazing brightness. You will see this very low, but it is, for a while, the only star you'll see in that area. Some of the other stars of Scorpius are, especially up here, will, as your eyes get used to the dark sky, if it's not raining, there are enough stars in Scorpius to help you locate it. But Antares does seem to twinkle more than most things. And of course, it's low in the horizon and there's more atmosphere. So it does, make stars and or planets, do that twinkling. But something I always look forward to this time of year. It really seems to be flickering white and red. And, I don't think I'm making it up, sort of red, white, and blue, literally. And even when you put binoculars on them, it's kind of flashing colors. So that's one of the things I love about that. And the fact that it's towards the end of its life kind of makes it, a very sweet sight to see. Here's another drawing specifically of where Antares would be if it was put in our solar system. And of course, you can see it would come out past the orbit of Mars. And as most of us know, so many stars are so much bigger than the sun. And, one of my favorite things to Google is comparison between sizes. Well, part of the myth was to have Scorpio, giant scorpion, kill the very arrogant Orion, ended up stinging him. I believe Orion died later. And sometimes Orion is, let me see, he's got his dogs. Libra is technically between them, but they're kind of next to each other in the night sky, and it almost looks like he's chasing Orion. Orion eventually dies, and so does Scorpio. I mean, it's like Game of Thrones up there. But anyway, but basically, before anything like that happened, Orion got his comeuppance by being stung. There you go. The thing I wanted to close with before talking about the moon and the eclipse is this area up here. We have done a lot of viewing on the individual stars. Vega could be our North Star in several thousand years, and Deneb is a very bright star in Cygnus, and then here Altair in Auriga down here, and it's of course the first stars you will probably see. This is an awfully bright planet, by the way, as you know. Jupiter and Venus really are the brightest things you see in the sky, except for, of course, the sun and the moon. But, when you go out in the summer, this triangle is right above it. Whoops, sorry. You know what? I went right past Sagittarius. I'll repeat the other things that I said about the triangle, or just let you remember them. Sagittarius, of course, is what we call the teapot, and does have stars that are bright enough to really make out with the naked eye. It's also Sagittarius, the archer, with the centaur. Depicting aiming an arrow towards the heart of Scorpio. Okay, that was my Game of Thrones reference. Everybody's after each other. And let me go back here. Okay. And everybody dies. Okay, the end. Sagittarius is as well known for sort of being, you're looking towards the galactic center of the Milky Way when you're looking at Sagittarius. It's known for, many exoplanets, and also known for many galaxies, but it's a very dense part of the Milky Way. So, when they say you're looking towards the center of the Milky Way, that's basically what you're looking at, even though we're in it, but we're not there. We're looking from a little further away. Like I mentioned, with these two constellations as well, the summer triangle this area brings us back to a really good view of the Milky Way. And if you aim your binoculars, as I do in the summer, anywhere near here, the smattering of stars that you can see. I mean, that's where you get your star-studded look if you're not in Wyoming. So that is something that draws our attention to the actual Milky Way, which, of course, those of us who have actually seen it, it's like, oh, that's the shaded part on the map. Never knew what that was supposed to look like. Now, the cool thing, one of the first cool things I learned recently is that these are very bright stars, of course, and Vega here in Lyra, which is, in line to be our northern star, is one of the brightest in the sky. Deneb apparently is further away, but if they switched places, Deneb would be brighter than Venus, and by quite a multiplication there, which is just amazing. So, and brightness of stars obviously is related. Sometimes it's relative. It depends on where you're looking from. But that was just really fun, learning how how if they were switched, things would change. Also, the whole idea of the triangle, it probably goes back to prehistoric times, and we're probably not paying attention to the Asian or Middle Eastern astronomers. Sir Patrick Moore, who did write a book with our friend, the Queen guitarist, astrophysicist Brian May. Some people think that he was the first to coin the term. And what was really cool is Hans Augusto Rey, who we know as H.A. Rey, who wrote a seminal book that we're all familiar with on astronomy, and also who created Curious George. He used it very early. And then others believe that people, I guess, anyone involved in World War II was also privy to that kind of term. But I would imagine, again, it's a good thing to Google. I would imagine that we can go much further back, because the world didn't start in the 1900s. The other reason why I will never be able to look at Deneb and Lyra the same here is this area between them. That was the field that the Kepler telescope took to hunt for the exoplanets. That's amazing, and I just had no idea. And again, all that they found were just from looking at a very small part of the night sky. But of course, this being such a dense part of the Milky Way, it was bound to be very productive. It's no longer running, but it is, it got over 500,000 stars and discovered over 2,600 exoplanets over its lifetime. And of course, we're still looking for that kind of thing. And I think the TESS telescope took over in 2018 after that. And I can't even begin to think how many other missions are going on that I am not even aware of. But that was really interesting to find out. Lastly, the moon. We had a wonderful picture by Cliff just at the beginning of June that I couldn't resist showing. Also because July 4th, we're going to have a little attention given to the moon. And it's not a full eclipse, it's a penumbral eclipse. And there's sort of a diagram for you where it will be noticeable, but it is not a full eclipse, and you're only going to have part of the sun's rays there. And they also, I think earthsky.org, which, is a great place to go, give you an idea. This is a picture from 2017 just about the effect. It's, it's not going to be big, but you can notice. And for us Northeasterners, it'll start 11 o'clock, July 4th. Hopefully you can see it over the lightning, the thunder, the where are they coming from fireworks. And then it ends, the maximum eclipse, if you just want to have a short thing, 12:30 a.m. July 5th. And it finally ends a little before 2 a.m. So that should be interesting as well, looking for the change in the moon next to, or almost right next to, Saturn and Jupiter. That'll make a nice July program. Just want to close. July was the year of my sainted mother from Ireland's birth. And I was thinking, this is something she actually put in a card to me. And it just says everything, I think, that I feel and that probably all of us feel about astronomy. And it's kept me going throughout this, difficult period, as the commercials say. And hope the best for you too, all of you. And that is it. This is some of my acknowledgement list. And Team E, I guess we'll all get back together again when we can get into the observatory. Thank you very much, folks. Hope you heard me. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kathy. That was great.